Hello, fellow compatriots. This is your host, Tributron here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 2016 Kopaka Uniter and Melum revamps. If you want to know more details about these two figures story-wise, be sure to go check out the description down below to know any information you need regarding these characters. Now let's go straight into the meat and greedy by heading straight to the review segment.
So, for all sake and purposes, let's begin with the little guy. And then we will go to the main event, and don't worry, you're going to be seeing a new and interesting function. So, let's start from the feet up. Legs are pretty basic. You got a ball joint here, a ball joint here. Don't have to cover it too much since if you have this figure, you know the articulation is like. You got chicken neck action and full head rotation at the top here. Now you can do rotation on the base, but it is kind of hindered due to these white shell pieces. And over in the arms, you got outward this much, so he can do a full T pose. His arms can go all the way up if you wanted to. Forwards this much, got great range, and going back only this much, depending which angle you have it in. Elbows, you got 90-degree bend. Yes, I gave Melum elbows. Miracles happen. Wrist rotation, so you got that, and you got finger rotation as well. And I kind of like how I made these arms. I wish there was a way for me to bulk up the back a little bit more, but I didn't want to add too much weight on this little guy to hinder Kopaka over there. So, for all sake and purposes, didn't want to do that. Now, for the function, since I'm not so sure about you, but I wasn't too big of a fan of the hugging motion. So instead, I swapped it out for a digging motion. So now he can dig. So, hooray, now he's a snow monster that can dig in the snow. Miracles happen. You're welcome. And also, I took out those obnoxious black bone pieces and switched out with the clear blue. I didn't like the black bones. Didn't like it. Anyways, that's Melum. Not the red one, but the white one. Not to get things confused. Alright. So, time for this ice boy. Let's go ahead and talk about articulation before we go. And yes, you saw that shoulder movement. We'll get to that later. Ankles, full rotation. Even fill this up, which has been done before multiple times. Knee bent 90 degrees, a little bit gappy over in here. I didn't want to bulk up the legs too much since he's kind of a lean character. It's kind of a difficult place to fill up. He has waist rotation. So he gets plenty of waist rotation. I don't want to reveal too much of the function, so he has arms that can bend back this far. They can bend forward this far. Well, this one can bend forward this much. This one can only bend forward this much due to this piece over here getting in the way. You can thank the function for that. The function gave some hindrances. Also, you may have noticed I took away the gear butt because it kind of ruined with the look, but now he has these. So I'm not so sure if that was a better alternative or not. But let me know in the comments down below. Also, I gave him some more chunk and body mass. You're welcome. Also, arms that can go out this far, but it bumps into this Boracay piece. I left it there because it's part of his look and wanted to pay homage to it. Elbows, full rotation, can do a 90-degree bend by the looks of it. Wrists, full rotation, all that jazz. Head, you got full rotation in the head as well. And, of course, you got the blaster in the hand. Now, if you want to do combining, Only thing I had to do is, there is a connection point right over here. Couldn't add the piece of unification due to the function. So the only thing I had to do is simply just peg Melum right in there. Put that on top. Put that on. Come on, Melum. Stop moving your arms. Put that on top. And put that on top. There we go. There we go. Okay, you guys can't see that. Now you can see it. So, there's the combination mode. I'll comment that a little bit later. So, it's pretty stable. Pretty stable. If you don't want Kopaka holding the sword, you can always take it out of his hand. And this little segment over here can go a tap so that his hand will remain clean. And you can simply just tab it in the back, just like so. So he has sword storage, just kind of like in the Journey to One. This guy really likes to spread his legs. And why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay, now time for the function that you've all been waiting for. If you twist the waist, he will swing his arms. So, let's go ahead and... So, as you can see, his head stays in place so that he looks like as if he's slicing. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go slow here so that you guys can see what's going on. So when he rotates, the sword comes down. Now you can do dynamic poses like he can be having his shield up to block if you want him to, and then he goes and slices if you want him to do that. But yeah, you got some maneuverability. Now, he can also be looking up while he's doing this. So you can have him even hunched over. And he'll... and he can still hack away. So it's a pretty great function. Downside is that it's only accessible when he is not combined. If you have him combined, then it will interfere with the shoulder and the head, because you can't have the helmet on Melum's head on top of Kopaka's head when you have the swing function. But other than that, I think this figure's pretty solid. So, back to finishing thoughts.
This figure, it was honestly fun to build, and it brought out several challenges when it came to designing this. My first plan was originally to go ahead and use the Uniter torso for the base build. However, I had to go for a more custom build in order for the function to work the way that it needs it to. And also, by excluding the gear butt, since there were a few complaints regarding that when it came to the originals. And a lot of people tend to do modifications when it came to removing those gear segments, since they valued more of the waist articulation more so than the gimmick. Now you can still do posing when it comes to the waist articulation. There is no issues when it comes to that. It's just that the waist also activates the gimmick, the function, I should say, which is the swing motion, which is very fluent and I'm happy with how it turned out. However, if you don't have the patience for it, it may not be as fun posing if you do not have the patience for it. So keep that in mind. In all honesty, depending on how you orient the arm, you can actually put in some pretty decent poses automatically just by twisting the waist. It's like an automatic posing tool, if you think of it that way. Well, anyways, that is it for this video. So take it away, myself.
Hello, and welcome to the end of the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to see more content just like this, be sure to go ahead and tap that subscribe button. You know, just tap it gently. Make sure you don't break it. Alright, it's a sensitive yet very amazing piece of hardware. So, yeah. Though some people might say smash it, just slightly tap it. Anyways, if you want to follow me on any other types of social media, the links to those are in the description down below, such as Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, Printerest, and also the TTV message boards, along with Discord. Yes, that's right. So if you want to go ahead and check me out on Discord, the link will be in the description down below. So go ahead and check me out there over in my server. Anyways, that will be it for this video. And of course, oh, one more thing. Patreon. Yes, that's right. I also have Patreon. So if you want to go ahead and check out like arts and crafts and stuff like that. I haven't been posting that much lately, but there will be soon going to be drawings there that I will be making, so be sure to check that out. Anyways, that will be it for this video, so I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!